Welcome back, YouTube. It's another edition of Power Season 4, Episode 7. You're lying to my face. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is getting icky, and I hope y'all ready for the ride. I got my shawl with me, so I can tell all this tea. So, I told y'all, when Ghost and Kanan ran up in the Tommy stash house, it was going to be a problem. But to my surprise, it really was glossed over, considering that Tariq was at the foundation of that money getting stolen. So, Tommy runs up to the stash house and runs into Grimace, and Grimace is all hemmed up. Man, Ghost and Kanan ran up in here and stole all the money. He said, Ghost and Kanan? Kanan alive? Oh my God. So, just when that happened, Ghost had hit up Tommy. He's like, look, I'll explain everything. Just meet me here. So Ghost meets up with Tommy, and Tommy's like, Ghost, what the hell's going on? And Tariq runs up to Tommy and hugs him. Oh my God! And Tommy's like, what happened to him? And Ghost is like, man, Kanan got a hold of him. He was like, what? So he was like, Tariq, go wait in the car. So they chopping it up back and forth. This is what happened. This is what happened. Kanan killed Jukebox. He said, Jukebox, where'd she come from? So, and something tells me the way Tommy talked about jukeboxes, they had bad history. But we probably won't ever get to the bottom of that. Or we may. As the episode goes on, we see a lot of stuff come back from the past. So, he's like, Ghost is like, let me go get Tariq situated. I'm sorry about the stash house. We'll talk about it later. Tommy's like, cool. All right. So, Tommy, he's like, hold up, Tariq. Before y'all go, did Dre know Kanan was alive? And Dre, get it together, Teresa. Tariq lied and said that Dre didn't know anything about Kanan. And I'm thinking, now why would he lie about that? Kind of find out when Tariq was talking to Dre, he wanted to lie so he can get more information out of Dre as to why his parents do the things that they do, or why is Tommy lying about, his involvement, or what they really do and who they really kill. He wanted to get more information. So Tariq may not be as dumb as we think, but he did learn some things from Kanan. You know what I'm saying? He still may be wet behind the ears, but he picked up a few little cues. He knows how to use leverage to get what he needs. So we'll come back to that. So Tommy meets up with Dre, and Tommy. Here's the deal. Tommy is not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but he got all kind of cojones. You understand me? He has an intuition, and sometimes I wish he would stay with his intuition, and he just needs to know when to pull it out and put it back. Like with Holly, man, maybe he should have choked Holly out, but he needs to choke the hell out of Dre. So he runs up on Dre. He's like, why you didn't tell me Kanan was alive? And Dre lies so smooth. That boy lies like a rug. He goes, Kanan is alive? I'm like, wow, who is this cat? Who is Dre? And Tommy believed him that he didn't know Kanan was alive. And then he hits him up with, Julio been missing. Knowing Julio dead to the bed, child. So Tommy and Dre go up in his warehouse and they find Julio. And Tommy immediately turns Julio's neck and sees the 718 tattoo gone. And Dre's like, damn, because he told the Churros not to mess with Julio, make it look like a Churros murder, but they did anyway. So Tommy's I will get to the bottom of it. So they meet up with the Churros, and the Churros is like, well, Tommy's like, we made a deal with Ghosts that we give you territory. See, we never heard what the deal was. We give y'all territory if y'all let Julio out. Well, Ghost ain't in the game no more, and that's null and void. And Tommy gave them every bit of that's some bullshit. So since the deal is null and void, we want our territory back. Like I said last week, well, where the money is the money null and void? So it was some territory. Tommy want their territory back. He said, you can't do this. He said, listen, there's gonna be one or two ways we're gonna do this. We gonna kill you, and Jimenez gonna come see us, or you gonna take us to the Jimenez, and we're gonna make this deal happen. So the Toro said, all right. Cristobal said, all right, well, we'll set up a meet with the Jimenez, okay? So we'll come back to that. So Ghost and Tariq make it home, and Tasha's like, what the hell y'all been? And Ghost is like, Kanan kidnapped him. Apparently, in the first time he had found out that didn't mention that Tommy had told Ghost that Kanan had kidnapped him before, and they didn't know who it was. So now it's confirmed that it's Tommy. And he looks at Tasha, said, yeah, he was hemmed up with Kanan, and apparently it wasn't the first time. And Tasha was like, well, Ghost, I ain't have time, blah, say, blah. So, he's like, Tariq, go to your room and give me your clothes, because Tariq had blood on his clothes. And Tasha and Ghost go into the bedroom. Now, for them to be paying all this money for this condo, they walls are for shit. They were screaming and yelling. The kids could hear everything. They was talking about how they should have killed Kanan a long time ago. And Ghost is like, I didn't leave. Tasha's like, you left our family. You did this. You went and slept with Angela, and you're the reason why all this is happening. And Ghost said, correction, I didn't leave the family. I left you. And Tasha gave him every bit of, well, if you would have killed Kanan, we would have been in this anyway. All the while, these cheap-ass walls in this condo, Rena is hearing everything. So before it got too heated, Rena busts in, and she's like, is Daddy here? She is such like her mom. That's what it is. She's like just like her mama. Yeah, he's back there. She runs in. She's like, Daddy. And I'm like, how long you been home? You ain't seen all your kids? I mean, these people's priorities. Do you understand me? Y'all got too much going on to be doing what y'all doing. Everything that's going on lets me know Ghost had no business having an affair with Angela. You got too much going on. So anyway, Rena's like, well, the desk man said that someone's here to see you. So Ghost goes down, and it's Stern and his wife and this publicist, and they're like, well, a good way to fix your image and get on good graces with the community is to do an interview. And Ghost is thinking about it, and Tasha's not here for it. She said, with the way Tariq's acting, with everything going down, this is not a good idea. And Stern talks to Ghost. He said, this is what you need. And Ghost goes, okay, I'll be involved, and so will my entire family. I'm like, oh my God. And Tasha's not having it. She goes and talks to Silver, and Silver's like, this may be good. You know, I've taught you well. And they're giving each other googly eyes. We're going to get to that in a minute. But, so Ghost and his family, they do the interview, and they sitting there all prim and proper like the Obamas. Even got the little baby in there. And one of the questions was, do you still have faith in the justice system? And Ghost is like, yeah. I was like, oh my God. And you know what? Maybe he was coming from a place where he expects the justice system to do just what the justice system is going to do. Because after watching a show like this and Law and Order, the justice system doesn't protect anybody. It's just all kind of, it's like a tax, it's like the tax situation that's going on in the government. You know, everything has a loophole. It just depends on how good of a lawyer that you have. Justice system doesn't protect anybody. But anyway, so the question of the interview was, well, Tasha, where's your wedding ring? They caught her. Stern looked back. He said, looking at the publishers, he said, what? And Tasha looks at Silver, and Silver goes like this, and she's like, oh, well, with Ghost being locked up and the feds freezing our accounts, I had to pawn it to get money so we can supply it for our family. Girl's good. She's bad. So I was like, whew, they made it out of that one. So the interview was good, and this is good publicity for Stern's real estate investor, his adventure that he wants Ghost to go on, his investment that he wants Ghost to participate. So this is good publicity, good media attention and attraction, so he can attract all these city councilmen to back this real estate venture. So Tommy meets up with the Toros. And I told you that, so they want to meet up to Jimenez. So the Jimenez, so we get this scene, this random scene. Now, if y'all don't remember, this is some first season stuff. Lobos was on the run for the Jimenez. They had a huge beef. And that's who Lobos was on the run for, because apparently the Jimenez are savages, and we finally get a glimpse of that. So, and also in season 2 and 3, you remember when Ghost was killing all the distros and leaving the cars as a sign that it was Jimenez doing it, but it was really him. Now we get to see the Jimenez in action. All this comes into play. So they meet up with this guy, I guess that was working for them, and he's in there snorting coke, and they busting on him doing drugs, and they hem him up, and they was like, well, since you want to snort the coke rather than watch our business here, they put out a big old bag of dope, cut it open, put it on the table, made him snort it all. Well, not snort it all, but snort enough to die. And they said, if you don't snort this, we're going to kill your wife and your kid. And he ended up snorting it, died, and they killed the wife in front of the baby. Savages. So Tommy wants to meet with these people. Now, one thing about it, Tommy ain't scared of nobody. Tommy tells them, look, y'all owe me. First of all, y'all homeboy ran up on my distro and gave me some scrub in place of my distro, and that's not going to work. I want my territory back since they didn't order the deal. And then he's like, what? And so, matter of fact, you owe me. And I was like, well, we got to think about it. And Tommy's like, think about this. I killed Lobos. And they're like, no. We killed Lobos. You remember back in season 3 when Lobos was locked up and they put the car down and stabbed him? They thought he was dead because the prosecution had put a John Doe on him when he really wasn't dead. That wasn't the situation. They, as you saw the show, Tommy and Ghost ended up killing Ghost. Weekly, I might add, but they killed him. So he's like, you owe me twice. And she's like, and the Jimenez is a brother and a sister, and the sister's like, well, we'll have to think about it. And Tommy gave her every bit of it, don't take too long, and walked out. I mean, Tommy is in boss mode. So, Tasha meets up with Silver. She's supposed to be on a girl date with Lakeisha. She out doing karaoke, and they singing each other. And she's singing Whitney Houston, and they get up talking, and she is up kissing him. I'll be honest, I'm not mad at Tasha for, going out and get her own. Obviously, Ghost doesn't love her when he sat up there and said, I didn't leave the family, I left you. So what is she supposed to do? Just sit up there and be faithful? Tasha's over Ghost, and Ghost is over Tasha. He just needs her right now to play a part. They're both over each other, and Tasha's not waiting around. And that lets me further know she did some of that money that she's supposed to use to bail Ghost out of jail with. Catch that. So, they kiss, and they go on about... Now, Ghost is at home with the kids, and Tariq is in his room getting lit on lean. Do you understand me? Just lit in the window, smiling, dancing. His daddy comes in, gave him 5 minutes of parenting, talking about how Kanan's a bad person, but... That instead, Tariq ain't trying to hear that. Tariq and Ghost left, I gotta go. He gets a call from Tariq talking about, you got 2 days. And Ghost like, all right, old man, hands to the phone, he leaves. Rena comes in while Reek is still in there drinking the lean, and she gives him, well, we can tell Dad and them let us go to Connecticut to go to this boarding school or whatnot. And Tariq is like, I'm not going to no white school. I'm staying right here. Ain't no difference. And Rena's like, what's wrong with you? And she's pushing him, and ladies, quit putting your hands on men. She's pushing him. He pushed her back out the room and tells her, nah, Mom can't save you. I think Tariq's going to run away. I could be wrong, but I think he's going to run away. Anyway, so Ghost and Tommy meet up. So they got some business to exchange. So Ghost finds out that Proctor not only hid the body, hid the recording from, what's his name that got killed? The recording from Luis. Killed Ruiz. He hid the recording from Ruiz, got the body of Bailey, who's the Homeland Security Beecher, and he cleaned up his apartment, allegedly. Ghost meets up with Proctor and tells him, you need to get that apartment cleaned 3 more times, okay? He tells Tommy, he said, Tommy, what are you talking about? Why would you let Proctor handle all this evidence on us? He's like, what do you mean? He's not our lawyer. He has no reason to protect us anymore. He's like, all right, well, he's like, I tell you what, I'll handle Proctor. You need to call this guy Teresi. Well, he's like, why I gotta talk to Teresi? I don't know. The man said he want to talk to you. He gives Tommy the phone. Ghost goes to see Proctor. However, to his surprise, Mock is there interrogating Proctor, telling him, this is the last cell tower that Beecher's phone bounced off of. And Proctor got a good poker face. He said, hey, if you don't come help us, Ghost and Tommy are going to kill you. That ain't going to happen. Which lets me further know Proctor ain't silly. He got that evidence as some insurance. And we're going to see that come out. So speaking of the prosecution, oh my God, everybody thinks everybody did except Sandoval. And that's what I want to get to. I don't care who's accused of who. So let me get this straight. These people got all this evidence for all this time, and they didn't see the Sandoval walking up those stairs to go put that gun up there. This bitch took fingerprints and was ready to arrest Ghost in his club, but they didn't take time to review that evidence tape to see if Ghost had planted that damn gun. I'm so through with that prosecution. I don't care what they do. They can all die for all I care. But Sandoval, I hope he gets his. So we come, and the end of the episode ends with Tommy calling Teresi. And Teresi tells him, hey, I know your mom, Kate. Actually, he goes, if this ain't about money, about business, I ain't got nothing for you. And he's like, listen, you gonna listen. Kate, it was Kate's decision not to tell you that I was your dad. He said, how you know your mama? I said, I knew your mama when she was dancing down in Atlantic City. Call it what you want, but I got a thing for redheads. Who else got a thing for redheads? You do. So he goes, hey, come see me. Teresi does, and that's where the episode ended. Howard's doing the utmost, and it's ticking me off every season. Every episode, I mean. But I keep watching it because I like to review it. But that's my review of Power. I hope you like it. Like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Miss Moffat, and we'll see you next time. I'm Miss Moffat, sitting on topics, ready to spill the tea, tell all the gossip. See ya.